Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sasquatch Shills. We're Sasquatch Shills, and I'm not sure if anybody cares, but we're going to continue doing it until I get tired of doing it or until nobody will come on the show. Or, I don't know, eventually I'll just have a massive coronary on live stream and go viral that way. I'm sure it'll work. We're going to make this happen. So, I'm here this evening with Fiona Rawls, and we'll get into exactly why she might look familiar to you later. But to begin with, we're just going to cap out on the channel. And I think the intro song was a bit too on point. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and bring her up, and then I'll set y'all up with some carnal conservative and a couple of other clips from previous guests. Hopefully I'll be able to get some clips from her later, but we'll see. Where is she at? She is here.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hi, everyone. How's it going? My name is Fiona Rawls. I'm a West Palm Beach local, and I'm a content creator here on the internet. I'm just here on Sasquatch's channel tonight. So happy to be here, and we hope we can give you a good show tonight. Thanks for tuning in.
Oh yeah. Beautiful. So we got a few people already in chat. We got these 6 people here. StreamYard's not exactly the most accurate register of how many people are watching. But then again, folks are constantly filtering in and out. But let me trigger this thing off, and I got like one more behind this from another previous guest, and then we'll jump into it with both feet. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Explain how the true conservatives in your life behave based on nigh instinctive beliefs. And you will also observe this to be true by how their reasoning is being subverted in the modern age by appeals to principle. The truth is, as human beings, we are subject to these forces. These forces are undeniable realities upon which our entire species across the globe must either honor or destroy themselves defying. As humans have worked with and around these forces, human beings have crafted institutions to represent these forces. And it is out of these institutions we craft that they will form principles to represent their ethos and function in society.
All right. It's kind of hard to dig into his stuff real deep because every time I try to do it, I end up just kind of sitting around foaming at the mouth at my own self. I'm not sure if I should, because I'm none of the things he wants people to be. I'm none of the things anyone ever wants people to be. I'm a narcissistic idiot on the internet. So speaking along those lines, how are we doing this evening? You good?
Yeah, I'm real good. As a narcissist myself, always happy to chime in. I'm not really familiar with this person's principles. I am part of.
He's just I don't have a particular political cast that I do my show around. It's YouTube and people who are willing to be creators, that are trying to be creators, that are making content, and have something fantastic about it. His particular layout that I like is the way he does the stream of consciousness thing, and the way he can do it without doing, you can tell the man doesn't do multiple takes. He just spits it out there the way he thinks it. So that's kind of what I like about his channel, is not so much the politics as it is just the way it's put together, the how he attaches, how he approaches each subject as its own kernel, which happens to be the complete opposite of Ozark Yeoman, who goes at it like a shotgun blast. He'll cover everything in one video. And if you don't know how he talks, you might get confused with what he's talking about on the way through, because he'll take this piece, that piece, that piece, that piece, and then go back and use this piece to make a point on the first piece. But by then I've forgotten what the hell he was talking about when we started. And now I'm all confused, So I go into his stuff and edit it down so that it can make sense. Whereas I go into carnal conservatives and just cut nuggets out of it to use, because the rest of that shit's just fluff. It just sounds good. But there's tidbits like the reality of the world we live in. There's no arguing with that. You can't debate whether or not there's a gravity or the sun is shining. That's either true or not. On the other hand, you can take a political look at virtually anything on Earth that you want to, and two different sides of the spectrum will look at the same image and see two different things and have two totally separate conversations when coming at each other. So,
and thus begins the duality of good and evil.
well, that's a fairly black and white approach to try to see anything. I'm not sure anything in the world is black and white. I mean, we might be able
Zebras.
to agree. Yeah, exactly. But they're not really. I'm thinking more shades of gray here. I mean, but anyway, let's not get off in the weeds yet. It's too early.
Right.
We'll get in the weeds. I promise. We'll go right off in the weeds. We'll find that Brer Rabbit. We'll get them all wrapped up. But let's get through the intro. All right. Let's just get through the intro. We can explode all over this thing. It'll be great. Another 15 seconds of patience.
That's supposed to be racist.
Uh-oh.
You know, the greatest predictive factors in life comes from your upbringing and your home life. And these are the issues, the actual issues need to be addressed. Why? Because any successful culture in the history of the planet has some things in common. When we talk about faith, family, freedom, the problem is it's become a cliche.
Faith, family, and freedom. Yeah.
Yep. It's totally a thing. It's a topic.
Princess.
Okay. Let's run through chat right quick and then we'll jump right in the middle of all this. I'm going to leave your news group up.
Nice.
Let it soak in. Just go ahead and let that kind of marinade right there.
For those of you that don't know, my name is Fiona Rawls. I'm the media director for a digital anti-fake news group, and I hope you enjoy my content. Please go subscribe to my shit.
I do it. It's certainly interesting. I mean, like I said, I don't necessarily have any particular political angle as far as the channel is concerned, but there are some things I just am not a fan of. Fire is typically one of those things. I mean, I took a burn, and I don't appreciate anybody getting close enough to fire to burn. It's no fun. So,
there's a person in the chat wondering about my gender. I just want you to know I'm a third gender American citizen. I was born a male. I was transgendered, and I have evolved into the third gender. So I hope that answers your question, Eric, in the chat.
All right. The guest has a deep voice. Yeah,
That's right, baby. That's right, baby.
That's fine. Probably also bench press you, but I'm not pushing it.
Right.
Yeah, I like your part too. I'm saying, man, anybody served 4 tours in Iraq deserves a little bit of fucking respect. I really don't give a shit what else is going on. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't bring that up too often, but yeah, I am a 4-tour combat veteran, 2-time winner of the Army Commendation Medal, Combat Action Badge recipient. Obviously, Iraq, Kosovo, the NATO medal, all the good ones.
Right, you got the entire trifecta. I hear you.
Do 4 rows on my chest. That's right.
My bride's in here. We got Jose from down the street. How you doing?
Hey, April.
Yeah, she's super sweetie. She's actually not too far away from you. She's down there in Florida.
Nice.
Yep. Yeah, no, she's always talking about how nice and warm and wonderful it is. And I'm like, man, screw all of y'all. It's cold and windy and wet up in this motherfucker. So shut up. I don't want to hear it no more. How great Florida is. Yeah, Fiona is a badass. I know. I don't bring just random motherfuckers up on my show. I know it kind of seemed like it, but I do have a little bit of standards here. A very little bit. Just tiny. Just have a YouTube channel. Talk to me. That's about all it takes. All right. So yeah, we're at that point where we can now do the whole video thing. So digital anti-fake news group. Oh wait, how'd you like that intro?
I love that intro. What a great
I thought you might. I was arguing between it and Jokes. Jokes is another one that's real heavy into the whole like riot theme concept thing. And I sat there, I listened to both of them all day and was like, I flipped a coin. It was like, fire it is.
Yeah.
Fair World. Bigfoot Anon is also here. They just wandered in the door. Like
I'm also a fire performer. I have props that I juggle and manipulate. So you know,
let me ask this: is any of that on your channel? Because I couldn't find none of that stuff.
It's on my TikTok and it's on my Instagram. Yeah. So
right, see,
y'all go check those things out too.
That's excellent content there, buddy. That stuff would be great. That's 5 out of 5 if I had to guess. Yeah, Bigfoot Anon's another previous guest. If he would say something poignant, I'd edit him some stuff. Most of his has to do with bottles, snakes, and gators all hopped up on Monster. He's great. He's about a mile a minute too. That man is hard to contain, let me tell you. Okay, I'm gonna let this one roll for about a minute and a half. Is that cool?
Let's do it.
All right. This does your intro and gives sort of an idea of your general style and the way you go at it and all that stuff.
All right.
Our topic is Fiona Rawls. And hey, new guru, you cover things very succinctly. My man just said hey to everybody in the chat in one go. Like that is efficiency. That's good stuff, dude. I'm proud. Oh, and Judd's even better. He's not going to be put down. Walter Davis, welcome in, brother. Good to see you. Been missing you. I don't think I saw you last stream. I was gonna tell you, I meant to send you a message, tell you how lonely I was.
I would
We're
love
gonna
to
let
live in Portland.
this.
Yes. Digital Anti-Fake News Group. This is the Fiona Rawls Show. Hi, everyone. My name is Fiona Rawls. Today we're going to be talking about woman raised from cantaloupes, Marjorie Taylor Greene. Marjorie Taylor Greene is Georgia's 14th congressional district representative. And Georgia's 14th district is the poorest in all of Georgia, with most members of the population having a median income of $56,000. 14.2% of the population lives below the poverty line. And 100,000 out of 700,000 residents are dirt poor. But who do they have representing them? Well, let's take a look. Marjorie Taylor Greene, her income as a congressional member last year was $174,000. She received $80,000 in fines for not wearing a mask. Now, not all at once. She got fined $2,000 at a time until it added up to $80,000. So she got paid a whole lot less than $100,000 to be there and be obstinate and make a point. The whole time Marjorie Taylor Greene was there, she was not wearing a mask, and she was endangering members of Congress. But do you think she cares about any of that? Do you think she cares about the fines? No. Marjorie Taylor Greene's estimated net worth is between $3 and $50 million. With that much ambiguity, you would think she's a Trump golf course. Marjorie Taylor Greene is a political extremist. She has been touting anti-vaccine rhetoric. She has been quoted saying things like, Muslims don't belong in government, blacks are slaves to the Democratic Party, George Soros is a Jewish Democratic mega donor, and if she were black, she would feel proud to have Confederate memorials.
All right. I think that pretty well covers it.
Yeah.
Am I wrong? I mean,
Thank you, Wikipedia.
Right? I'm just saying, like, you get an idea of where all this is going to end up. We're definitely getting off the script on this one. Ain't no way in hell I'm gonna be able to keep it on track. I got a plan and everything, but I don't think she's going to cooperate. So we're just going to go with it. We're going to do the best we can do with what we got. And while I might not be the best, I've got the best guest I could possibly hope for. So you want to be an investigative journalist or like an anchor style journalist? Because this is more anchor style.
I'd like to be both, to be honest. I'd like to be doing both of that. I'd like to be out there interacting with people, getting stories, and then reporting on them.
Well, in that case, you're certainly on the right platform, because YouTube is probably the best platform to try to do something like that, regardless of what the peripherals are, whether it's political, auditing, or whatever. YouTube has the audience for it, provided you're not actually looking for a conservative audience. YouTube might not be the place to go for a conservative audience. That's all I'm saying. So, I think the whole thing is absolutely great. I can't decide which one of us is trolling who. It's fantastic. I am tickled so pink. I can't even stand it. So, what are you planning on doing with this whole thing? You're doing auditing. You're doing like man on the street style interviews. You're doing like I guess it would be woman on the street, but whatever. You're doing actual what is it called? No, I'm sorry. You're doing cop watching and auditing, which are two different things. Somebody else defined it for me, so now I know the difference. And interviews and your news desk. Is there anything else in there I missed That's YouTube.
For YouTube, no, that's really it. I mean, I might start putting some of my stand-up comedy on YouTube, but
You certainly should.
yeah, I'm gonna be recording a live set tomorrow that I plan on throwing up. So if you guys are interested in my stand-up comedy, please
I'll
check
watch it.
it out. Yeah.
Certainly, I'll certainly watch it. Of course, then again, I approach YouTube the same way I do reading, where I read absolutely everything. So when I come into something like this, what drew me to your channel specifically was when I went through and looked at the way you set up your sets. You are always almost immaculately balanced into the picture. Like, check this out. Just sit still for a second, don't move. Now, I watched her the whole time in pre-show. She hasn't touched a damn thing. And when she went to sit down a few minutes ago, she bumped her laptop and knocked it a hair off to the right. So it was flawless. Yeah. But and she does it without ever even looking at it. It's amazing. I've seen her do it 3 times now, where she sat down, glanced at the camera, which she was in a small screen, so she couldn't see it, which is probably what threw it. But she sat down, she goes, and then glances over her shoulder, goes back to what she's doing like it never happened. I'm like, wow, that's amazing. It makes my autism feel better.
That's nice. I'm on the spectrum as well.
It's like an ASMR thing. I can't help it. I'm like, that's good. But so you might be putting up some stand up real soon. Like when? Tomorrow,
Yeah.
next day?
Well, I'm scheduled to do an open mic tomorrow night. No big deal. It'll be, who knows how many people will be there. But really, what am I doing with my channel? Well, I'm just kind of passing time, right? Because, I was doing the cop watching, and that led to, I first recorded an interaction with the police and a homeless man, and I wanted to do a story on this.
I've got that. I'm bringing it up in a minute. I've got a whole YouTube paleontology bit.
Perfect. Okay.
You're going to love it.
Yeah. So I'm actually just hoping to run for local office, and I'm hoping that by doing these YouTube videos and being out in the community, I can get a name for myself.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind
of what is congressman? I can't remember what it was in New Jersey. It won a seat with $500 of Starbucks because he didn't have a crew or nothing. But then again, I'm not sure who ran against him. I think the person that ran against him was running in his last term. I think he had already said he was going to retire or did retire or something. They were going against a non-incumbent. So you never know. I mean, elections are weird things.
And there's in some city, there's a new chief of police that's not even a police officer.
Now that's fucking scary. But at the same time, I can see why you'd want to experiment in that direction.
Yeah. So either sheriff, mayor, chief, or governor. Either of those will be fine.
When it comes to local accountability, you might think it's really hard to get accountability in state level or really hard to get federal accountability. You throw enough cameras at that problem, it'll generally resolve itself. He was a powerful incumbent. Okay. I couldn't remember exactly what it was. I just remember seeing the little blurb on YouTube popping up. He won it with $585 or some shit like that. I was like, weird. What in the hell happened to our timeline? I'm pretty sure the world ended back in like 2015, and this is all just a big, like, hazy memory of life or something, because it's gotten very strange.
Well, 2015, what happened then?
Things got stranger than normal suddenly. Like, I don't know exactly how I define it. Glee, maybe. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it just seems like maybe 2013, somewhere around in there, things just went weird and got weirder and spiraled way out of weirdness. I don't know.
There was weird years then. 2013, there was some weird shit going on.
Really weird shit. I still say it's all fallout from the fame of Glee and the explosion of Twitter. I think they went hand in hand, and everybody went insane being locked in a room with nothing but a bunch of singing teenagers. I don't think they were actually all that enthralled by it. It was just everybody was talking about it. So everybody got pummeled with it until they finally decided, screw it, I'll watch it, whatever. I don't know. I think it was a mass hallucinatory suicide venture. Like maybe the asteroid hit in 2013 and we're all just spiraling off into dust and space. I don't know. We can always hope. Maybe that was the real timeline.
They did find out we're closer to the center of the black hole at the center of the Milky Way than they originally thought.
And fucking tastic. Can't wait.
Right?
I'm excited.
Circling the drain.
Give me a time and date. I'll smoke a doob and get a Hummer. It'll be great.
Thank you so much for subscribing. I saw y'all in the chat. Thank you.
Oh, you might be fixing to stack up a few. Now, you might end up with a few trolls out of here. I can't really control what
I love the trolls.
Okay, great.
Go subscribe right away, trolls.
I'm just saying, the concept of a troll is different depending on who's viewing what the troll says, because sometimes people trolling are really trying to put across their concept, and sometimes people are just being asshats. So, and just because they disagree doesn't necessarily make them a troll, but I guess that's kind of part of the definition. Someone who disagrees with me.
Just know, everyone, that I could not be a transgender person if I cared at all about what anybody in this world thought. So when you read those comments, just remember that.
I believe you on that. It is not exactly for the faint of heart. Right. Cowards don't do that. Get me all hooked up over here. All right, so let's see. Is this the first one? No, that's the next one. Yeah.
Here it is.
So, I'm not doing that one yet. I got a bit that I got to do before that. I'm trying to get a format down. I'm trying to make it work. I'm trying to make it happen. We're trying to be professional. I'm professional. God damn it. All right. I can pitch a fit. I can throw a tantrum. It's perfectly acceptable behavior. Jeffrey Etheridge, my man. Mm-hmm.
So speaking of pigs, did you hear that today there was the first successful ever transplant of a pig's heart into a human heart?
Oh, great.
Yeah, so now we can live forever.
Truly delicious long pork.
The only thing that keeps the body going is the heart. So as long as the heart keeps working, you can live forever.
Well, them lungs are pretty freaking important too. I mean,
yeah, but you can pump oxygen to a brain.
That brain kind of important too. Any of that.
Be in jars and go my own pickle jar.
Right? Do like one of them freaking priests in Return of the Jedi that was running around in the little brain jar spider things at the damn Jabba's palace.
I was thinking more like Hall of Presidents from Futurama.
Feed them fish.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. That's brilliant. That's real good stuff. I got tickers and banners. Let me put up a ticker. I got a ticker. We're gonna put up a ticker. Ticker.
Nice.
Put up a banner. Banner. Meet Fiona Rawls. See, I was supposed to be up through the whole intro, and I forgot all about it because I'm a moron. Let's take a look at this one right here. We'll see where it is.
We're outside of City Hall. They got a meeting going on today, and we just want to catch these people out here as they are coming to and fro from this meeting. in order just to see the look on their faces, the expressions, the tone. You can tell a lot about a person from their body language, and we want to see them before they go into the meeting and after they come out. Are they going to be expressed with jubilation, joy, immense jovial feelings, or will they be stricken with grief and sadness as democracy collapses? We're going to walk around. Here comes another officer from that door.
All right. So in your defense, you've cleaned up your style a little bit. You're not quite as floppy around like that is. You're doing much cleaner setup pieces and much better arrangements, I guess you could say. About the only thing I could really critique you on as far as like the formats you're working with is kind of maybe just make some notes of whatever it is you want to throw into the thing so that the thoughts come out a little clearer. That's what I do. I just have a word written over here, and every time I'm like, I look over and I'll pick one of the freaking words on that list, and that's what we're going to talk about because I lost what I was doing.
Yeah. You know what? That video was a testament to just how elevated one person can get.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna do my YouTube archaeologist bit. Let me see if I can dig up the right thing. Let's turn that thing off.
Keep in mind, at that point, I was already trespassed from City Hall. So,
Oh my god.
yeah, that's me outside of City Hall doing that.
You are literally just going hard on the situation, ain't you?
Yeah.
All right, let's do the YouTube paleontology ad. And go.
You don't want cars?
Yes, I'm a paleontologist.
Oh, it's okay. There's dynamite in this bag too. I am a paleontologist.
I'm a paleontologist.
Paleontologists study really old stuff.
Really old stuff. So, bearing that I'm a YouTube paleontologist in mind, yes, he did say that's dynamite in this bag also. That's what he said. That's exactly what he said, yes. But given that I'm a YouTube paleontologist, we go into your very first video, which apparently is titled, get this, Sexual Frustration from Leo.
Yeah, law enforcement officer.
Oh, yes.
Right? For all those at home.
He's just basically being a big old throbbing dick, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
I was gonna go down the back.
I don't give a fuck. Wait, that way.
You see how this officer is cursing at this guy?
That way.
As I'm recording this, I know it's solid gold.
Home.
Right? I mean,
You got a problem?
I don't.
Do you have a problem?
I don't know.
You want to see his dick when he pisses here?
Well, now he's making sexual comments towards me.
Take him home. That's right.
You are aware that you're a natural born troll,
See how he's
right?
proving his point.
Okay. So keep that in mind when the trolls come sniffing you. Birds of a feather and whatnot.
I mean, that video you're playing has over 600,000 views on TikTok.
Yeah, it's
It's actually close to 700,000 right now.
Make sexualized comments.
that movie makes it burn when he pees.
You just need some penicillin, you'll be all right.
Oh man, that movie is way worse than penicillin can handle. That is, by the way, that is a cut from Deary Off the Wall. You can find it on Amazon. Used to be on Prime, but now you're gonna have to pay out for it. Oh Lord. All right, let's see if I can find the other
that
bit.
he has to serve the community.
Where's the other bit? Is that it? I swear there's another bit in here. Oh, look at Mr. Man just skateboarding by.
Yeah. At least he waved.
Yeah, right. If you're going to be in public, you ought to be at least willing to be on camera. All right.
Well, everyone, now that
There we go.
hothead's gone, it looks like the situation's all good. Seems like the rest of the police officers here are doing just fine. They respected the man. It was just that one officer that was out of control. The rest of these officers are A-okay. Didn't even raise their voice. Completely talked to the man like he was a decent human being.
Nice.
And, you know, they should be rewarded. But that one officer right there, he's not good news. Anyways, this is Fiona on the street. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Now, you see what happened there, right? And I had never posted a video on YouTube before this. And I'm sitting there. Yeah, I even had the common sense, the wherewithal to know that this video was going to be instant hit. I was like, I got to think of a name for myself right now. This is Fiona on the street.
That's right.
I was like, this is going to be huge.
Always think ahead. That's the rules. I'm literally playing an imaginary, racially ambiguous character, pretending to be a person, pretending to be a racially ambiguous character on YouTube. So whenever you finish chewing on that, let me know what you think about it, because it's retarded.
Yeah.
But I'm having fun. Are you having fun? I'm having fun.
I'm having a great time. I'm so happy to be here. I'm glad we're going through these videos.
Right. And we're going to dig into a few more of them. We're, let's see, you're at 36 minutes now. You got about, 25, 23 minutes left. And I've got a few more little like honorable mentions and whatnot that I do, and then I'm going to turn you hog wild to talk about whatever you want to.
Okay.
All right. I'm trying to save you at least 20 minutes for that, so that you can go like uh full Fiona on it. 'Cause, I mean,
All
I've
right.
heard you go off a couple of times on a few of your live streams that I don't think are still up anymore. Because I swear I heard a real good one, and I went looking for it, and
I did. One got taken down recently. I can't believe
okay,
it.
I bet that was it. I went back looking for it, going to do one of my little clips for the show, and I couldn't find it. I went through like 3 or 4 of them, going, now I know it happened right around this date. It was somewhere in here. I couldn't find it.
It was my January 6th insurrection video.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. What? I don't even. All right, so I don't know if you're familiar with Officially Forest of Monsters.
I know
He's
the
a
screen name. I think I subscribed.
right. He's a neat. I don't know how old he is. I call him a kid because I don't know. He's a neat kid. He's doing some neat stuff. He's running around in the forest looking for Bigfoot and Mothman and all that stuff. Hey, no, man, don't knock it. If it's content and it's good and people want to watch it, I don't give a damn if you're sitting around yelling at aliens from the top of a mountain.
No, I totally
That's
believe
fine.
in the thought of a land-based, mammal that could still potentially be undiscovered. I don't know if it's going to be in the Canadian wilderness, but the truth is out there.
Yeah, it has to be out there, or else we'd stop looking. But
It's not here. It's not here. So
it
it has to
doesn't
be out
seem to be here.
there.
That's right. We're not finding it on YouTube at all. I've looked all over YouTube, honey. If the truth is in there, I've probably seen it and didn't recognize it as being the truth. Kind of like Yuri Bezmenov said, Saint Yuri, may you be blessed. So anyway, yeah, no, we're gonna watch his little his I say little, I don't mean to do that. That's belittling people, and I don't mean to do that. I'm gonna watch this. It's a short video. It's only 1 minute and 10 seconds long, and it's
How
all
tall are
about
you?
what he's planning on doing in the future. 6'1".
Nice, me too.
Fantastic.
Forest of Monsters. Are y'all so excited? This is July biggest event. On July 24th, I met my 2 old friends. Say I met them 2017. Wild Bill and Huckleberry. But also, there's one more people I never mentioned when I'm going to be friends with. You know who? You know who's that? Turtle Man. Like called the Wild Man. And known as Turtle Man. He's the one catching turtles. See this picture? That's him. I'm going to be friends with him. You all remember I'm related to Trapper? Well, I'm going to make more videos for Hunter Monster. When I be there, I'm going to film me all Monster Hunter. And I'm going to ask questions. You can find on YouTube and my account. Thank you for watching.
I'm
His
pretty sure.
production value is amazing.
I'm pretty sure I know that turtle guy he's talking about. Not personally, but
He's down there somewhere. Yeah, no, that's Turtle Man. He's been on Animal Planet and a dozen other things.
I know I've seen him before.
Oh yeah.
So that he's Cajun then, huh?
I'm not sure where he's at. I haven't been able to communicate with him quite that far. He seems to be largely TikTok, Instagram, and like is new to YouTube, right? The next little bit I've got. All right, this is another guy who's previously been on the channel. Name's Untethered Live, Jake Johnson. He does largely don't bite me, okay? These are just the guests who agreed to come on. He does a religious conservative Bible study 3 days a week.
You don't know, man. You don't know. I'm a super religious person. Like
fantastic, but
yeah, I'm not here to go into that, but I'm cool with the God Squad.
I kind of screwed the pooch on his episode when I did it, and so it's not up on YouTube. I didn't know what I was doing. It was like my very first or second episode. So those 2 were both taken down, and it starts on episode 3. So I'm going to bring Untethered Live back in Saturday, and I'm going to try to get mandatory carry back in next Saturday, so that I can redo my initial season properly, so to speak.
Y'all hear
'cause
that?
they did
Saturday
right.
nights. Saturday nights, tune in.
Oh yeah. And I'm doing any other creators that come at me and have enough content to really do it and to cover the ground, to Tuesdays and Thursdays. And Saturday, I'm doing basically the same show. It's all basically Sasquatch Shills. It's just different channels, and each channel is going to have a slightly different go at it. Like, all
All
right,
right.
what I want to bring your attention to is this man's intro and his like little opening thing is so glossy finished. I won't even touch my lower thirds. He just plumb embarrasses me. I just don't even do it.
Yeah.
That is Untethered Live.
And
And then his intro is
good
not bad,
afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Look at that backdrop.
right? My man is
Merry,
he's
Merry,
expert
Merry,
at all
Merry,
these
Merry
wonderful
Christmas.
things.
Merry Christmas.
And I mean, like he has spent 4 years working on it. I mean, the man has the time behind him to have figured it out, but he's
And a
also
green
going
screen.
at it with I mean, it's beautiful. Look at it. The whole thing is like a $10,000 program, really. And he's done it all with OBS and maybe StreamYards. I'm not sure he actually uses StreamYards. I think he uses that when he wants to talk to me. I'm not sure. Hey, truth be told, welcome to the show. Seen your other person over here not too long ago. She was in. And Freaky Geek came in while I wasn't looking. That's not fair. You're not supposed to sneak in without saying hey to me. God, freaking savages in this town. Hey, Freaky Geek, welcome to the show.
Wow.
All right, so that's my honorable mentions for excellent things that happened that I happen to have found over the past week or so. I'm better than that. We're professionals because I'm a paleontologist. Paleontologists study really old stuff. All right, so
I mean, when I try to erect old bones, they say it's a crime. Why are arranged marriages perfectly legal, but arranged relationships a crime?
Right? I don't understand why one's perfectly acceptable and the other one's considered illegal.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
I should be able to arrange my evening however the hell I want. I don't think that's the government's opinion there. But anyway, yeah, no, I think you've got a little bit of an anarchist bent to you, and I could respect that. Maybe you bit.
Just a little. Just a little.
Are you fire? Hell yeah. All right. So why don't you tell everybody what you're famous for? Go for it. It's all yours, babe.
My favorite sport is hands down frisbee golf. I was a professional. I was a professional frisbee golfer for 3 years, and I left the sport because of the gender classification. I'm currently working on getting my hormone levels down to the appropriate range so where I can compete as a female athlete. Do I want to compete as a female athlete? No, I don't. I want to compete as a third gender non-binary athlete, but that choice is not available to me. So
I would compete as a Jedi.
A Jedi?
That's what I would tell. I've been filling out Jedi as my religion for like 20 years.
Nice.
Every flies across my desk. It's like
the force be with you.
Yeah. Hopefully. Might be trolling. I can't tell. I can't even tell anymore.
Oh, it's all good.
Awesome.
So I played frisbee golf when I was out in Colorado. Did all right with it. I had like a 798 rating. Not good enough to be on the pro circuit. So that's why I was trying to get into the women's category, only because there was a third category not available. They went off International Olympic Committee standards, even though they were not an Olympic sport. So how about that?
Well, you got to start somewhere, I suppose. I mean, you can't just start off in the Olympics. There's no Olympic hacky sacking, I can tell you that much.
Yeah, no, not yet.
Yeah, give them time. I'll be in the 40 and over quad.
kicking that thing.
I'll kick it. I'll kick it right in the chops. I have no compunctions about a hacky sack. Is there anything else running around in your past that you want to talk about? You got a fire twirling. What was that? Fire dancing. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm a
Fire
fire
dancing.
performer. It's called poi. You might more recognize it from like a Hawaiian vacation where you see the Hawaiian guys spinning the fire out on the beach on the sticks and on the strings. That's
This
me.
is just bald ass curiosity just killing me because I've been wondering since you told me that. Do you wear the coconuts?
No, I don't do
would.
it
Fuck
Hawaiian
that.
style.
If I was going out there to do that, I would totally wear a grass skirt and coconuts. I certainly would. Yes, sir. Yep.
Well, I perform fire at Burning Man festivals where where nudity is allowed, so I don't wear the coconuts.
Coconuts are such a statement. You know why mermaids wear seashells?
I do know, but go ahead and lay it on me.
Because they outgrew their bee shells.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
What else you got for me?
Well, it's just me here in West Palm Beach with my champion dog, and we're living and loving the life and making videos and just trying to be a voice of reason and positivity in this world. As hard as that is getting, but we're trying to do it anyway. So that's really about us. I mean, I worked in the IT field for many years. So if you ever called into a call center, I'm responsible for that shit service.
It's all my fault. I accept
It's all me. I don't work there anymore, so it's all good now.
Oh Lord. Did I tell you about my plan for doing the news?
No.
I'm gonna get my dog in here to stare at the camera and chew peanut butter or something. I don't know. And I'm gonna get like 30 seconds of him, put him on a loop, and then read the news in Alex Jones' voice.
That's about the least interesting thing you can do with a dog and peanut butter.
Oh my God. I disavow every part. Allegedly. That's totally alleged. Oh, I love it when I get comedians in here. It's great. It's a lot easier to do this kind of thing.
Yeah,
All right.
it writes itself.
All right. What else you got? You got anything else in the future, in the past, in the side pockets, or?
Not really. I mean, just like, I'm extorting the local government down here, trying to create a
distorting or accountability. Which one are we going for?
Huh?
Distorting or accountability? Is that the same thing?
Well, it's accountability at the sake of distortion. You're right. It's like I don't need to go in there and enforce those rules, but because I have an agenda, I'm going to go ahead and do it.
No, I don't care why my rights are protected. I don't give a damn why you're doing it.
Yeah,
I just don't approve of anybody protecting my rights. All of you.
All I know is that nobody's going to give me a seat at the table. So if I want one, I'm going to have to take it. So it's really that simple.
Well, how did a man become noble except for by the point of a sword?
That's right.
Oh, one more thing. What channels do you watch when you wake up in the morning and you go sit down and you see all the updates that have come in on your phone and you're like, oh, wow, they posted a new one. Do you have any small channels that you particularly like?
Oh, yeah. So there's the David Pakman show.
Right.
He's a really good guy. He brings a balanced opinion, in my opinion. And also there's Farron Cousins over at the Ring of Fire. You can find him fair and balanced. He's great guy. He tells it like it is. But my primary source of news is going to be TYT, the Young Turks Network. I like their content. I like the Damage Report. I really love listening to Indisputable with Dr. Rashad Ritchie. So he has enlightened me on points and ways of thinking that, as a progressive, I'm not sure I would have ever came to on my own. So I definitely recommend that.
Okay. Any particular events or anything you want to chill out for while you got the chance?
March 15th, 2032 is the end of the world. Prepare accordingly.
Fantastic. I can't wait. I'm going to have steaks and probably some shrimp. probably a bit of applesauce and biscuits with a little light gravy on the side. I would like to try poutine before the end of the world if possible. I hear that it's amazing, and I've also heard just the most terrifying thing. Supposedly, there's this Canadian who doesn't like poutine and doesn't drink beer. I'm
He
not sure.
must be. He must be from Prince Edward Island.
I don't know, but he's fucking terrifying, whoever he is. I just don't believe it exists.
Yeah, I wouldn't know what it is if I saw it.
All right, what kind of music do you go for?
EDM all day, baby. I love my
EDM?
Yeah, I love EDM, and I love like electro sax music. So if any of y'all like Grizz or Big Gigantic or any kind of like island vibe with a nice heavy sax in it, give it to me all day, baby. Sax me up.
Sax you up. I play sax.
Nice.
Like really badly. But I can't.
I mean, I know this hand. I know everything on the neck of the guitar. I just can't strum at the same time. So
you have the rhythm. So you are confirmed white, is what you're saying.
Appreciate the Caucasian.
All right. Just trying to keep everybody in the clear here. That's all.
Yeah.
All right. You've got about 3 minutes left, and Young Turks. Okay. So answer me this. You have a YouTube channel, and you're doing a cop watching, auditing, interviewing, news desk, comedy. Did I miss anything?
That sounds about right.
That's about right, right? Okay. Yeah. Political channel with an agenda. Yes?
I wouldn't say there's an agenda.
I mean, you said you had an agenda yourself. I was just wondering, does that carry into the channel? Because my agenda does not carry into my channel.
Yeah, no, like I said, I'm just killing time over here. This has nothing to do with my agenda. I'm just killing time while they're taking forever to work on
so it's a hobby. Gotcha. Okay.
It's more of an annoyance. It's a more of a just there to be annoying and blatantly.
You're just trolling.
Yeah, real life trolling, IRL trolling.
IRL trolling. Yeah. I can respect that. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of personal trolling. It gives you that personal touch.
I mean, they mess with me first.
I love it. It's fantastic. All right. So you've made a show. How about that? You going to stick around in After Dark for a little while?
I sure am.
Any final words you want to give them? Hold on. Let me give you the big screen. I'll give you the big screen. You can do it.
I want you all to come around for Sasquatch After Dark, where we're going to talk all the dirtiest, nastiest shit. And you can ask me any question you've ever wanted to ask a transgender person. No offense will be taken. I'll be happy to answer all of your quandaries.
Excellent. Fantastic. That's $10,000 out. Wait, no, it's not doing it right. Let me do it right. There we go. We're doing it right. We're doing things right because we're professionals. Thank you for coming by, everybody. That's Sasquatch Shills with Fiona Rawls. We are really excited to see what she's got planned for the future, only because we laugh at people on the internet, regardless of where they come from, what they do. And I was really hoping that we could get some something well worth laughing at, for the general therapeutic nature of laughing at each other and ourselves. So, like, the whole purpose is for you to laugh at me while I'm doing something that she can laugh at me about. And hopefully I'll be able to laugh at all of you equally. It's a fantastic format, and I love it. I appreciate each and every one of you for coming along. Harry Nuts. Oh, wait, no, I didn't do it. I'm sorry. I forgot to do it. I love Harry Nuts. I love Harry Nuts. He does some of the best live streams in the business. My man will go anywhere, do anything, and ask them what the hell they're doing with it, whatever it is. It's freaking great. If you haven't tuned into one of his lives, definitely go do that. Go check it out. Because, I mean, he has no idea what he's doing and couldn't predict it if you wanted to. It's just whatever the hell comes out of his brain hole. I don't know what to tell you, sir. I'm at caucasiansasquatch@gmail.com. Feel free to, like, share, comment, and subscribe, or just come by and troll me for shits and giggles because we don't have anything better to do and we're totally reprobates. But this is the part where I usually start playing folks out, and
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks. Don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Nope. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright then. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Ooh. Brilliant.
Hello YouTube. Today we'll be reviewing the Wendy's Baconator with fries and a Dr. Pepper. Dancing on top of and around the bacon. If we want the eye to get dragged through this painting a certain way, we would probably have all this light here and then have the dark down here. And that's the painting. I'll show you a nice picture